It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. Appreciate y'all watching. So we're going to talk about a topic that we actually had a viewer asked us to talk about, and it's actually how we carry on body. You know, being big guys, at least in my standpoint, I'm not going to call Kyle a big guy, but
I'm chubby.
Being a big guy myself, you know, it's not real easy to carry a gun, and the problem with it is people don't want to carry every day because it's not comfortable. They can't get it where it feels right, and then so what you end up doing is not carrying. So as far as us, this is what we do every day to carry as comfortably as we can carry. You're not going to be 100% comfortable. It just, that world doesn't exist. No. Like we've said in previous videos, it's not comfortable to carry a gun, it's comforting to carry a gun. So you might as well get your head wrapped around the fact that it's not going to be 100% comfortable all the time. You'll definitely be more comfortable carrying a gun, not carrying a gun, I should say, but it's not as comforting not carrying a gun. So,
yeah, man, we'd already planned on doing this video, and you know, he's already started a series on it. But Texas T, I told him I was going to write the question down and address it in a video. So he says, do a big boy conceal carry video showing us fat boys can conceal comfortable. And I asked him, I said, hey, give us some specifics, guns, holsters, budget, etc. He said, well, that's it. I use a Shield and a 9C Smith & Wesson types of holsters that work best for the fat guy. I open carry a full-size MMP, but belts, as you know, can get uncomfortable, especially when trying to conceal. I don't conceal for that reason. That's why I made the suggestion for Fat Boy CC. I'm 6 foot 360. All right, you know, real quick, one thing on the B footage that we didn't address that he had a specific question about was a belt. I think his point is that you find some belts that are too rigid.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I use a Boston leather budget belt. This is a Boston leather belt, okay? It's not super rigid, okay? But it does hold its shape, okay? And when you go to buy a belt, you need to squeeze as hard as you can. And you don't want that belt to fold. Now, this one folds just a little bit. But as far as holding up my gun, my Glock 19, which is the heaviest thing I'm going to carry, it does pretty well. Now, Michael, you carry...
I actually run a nylon belt myself. Actually, I have two belts. And I've done some previous videos on the two belts. I have one video exclusive for the belt that I wear the most. It was one of my... I had a series on, like, decent gear you can buy on the cheap or something like that. And it was actually in that series. And it's the Uncle Mike's reinforced instructor's belt. And what it is just two pieces of nylon webbing. It's like 1.5 inches. And it's got a piece of polymer sewn into it. But the place where it hurts, as far as big guys is concerned, is right at the front. I know for me. The rest of it doesn't bother me. But that's where the old fatical tactical belly overhang gets hung up. It's right there. The Dunlap.
Yeah, and if you have anything in the front, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you do. If you have anything in the front, you need to look at the buckle, and you do not want any sharp edges, because even this, which is not a sharp edge, still is uncomfortable. And you're gonna have to stop and adjust your belt sometimes. And everywhere you read it says, do not adjust, do not adjust, do not adjust. Yes, you do not need to obsess over adjusting your gun. You do not need to be touching your gun. You do not need to be, playing with it, sliding it around when you're in public. But it's okay to kind of sit up, kind of adjust that buckle a little bit. Or, a lot of times, especially when I carry this 19 that's got some stippling on it, I'm gonna, when you get, if you're a big guy, when you sit down, stuff kind of rides up.
Yeah, it does.
So you have to sometimes pull that shirt down, make sure it's down, make sure it's not up. Yep. And that's okay. That's all right. That's not fidgeting with your gun. Don't fool your gun, but stay concealed. And to answer, Big T's question, there's a place in between a super rigid belt and one that is rigid enough that you need to find that works for you, where you can carry comfortably. If it's the belt that's uncomfortable, I was thinking was the rigidness of the belt that bothered him. But the point you made
is the buckle.
The buckle.
And that's one cool thing. Now the instructor belt, the one that I carry, the Uncle Mike's, it actually has the same kind of buckle, I should say, as like the what's the rappelling belts? The guys, that big freaking honky thing. But I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna show you something. If you will wear that belt, see how this buckle is over to the side? It doesn't gig you. And something else too. And I don't know if you do this, but I always wear a t-shirt under. I wear an undershirt and I tuck it in. Because it's just, and it's a very thin layer of fabric, but you'd be amazed at the difference that it makes having that little bitty thin layer of fabric in between your skin and that belt. Because that, after a while, that all touching and rubbing, it kind of starts to hurt. And so that's when you find yourself adjusting or trying to move around or something like that. Kyle doesn't live in the real big boy world, the super big boy world like I do. So being Texas T was, I think he said he was 6 foot 360.
Something like that.
I'm 6'2" and 357 last time I got on the scale. So I know the exact world that you're living in, buddy. Put that buckle to the side, wear a t-shirt tucked in under your regular outer street clothes, and it'll be a lot more comfortable for you. It really will. Find places, I know this is going to sound crazy, find places where you can take a break necessarily from your belt. When you're in the car, before you get in the car, especially if you're wearing like an instructor's belt like I wear, it has that Velcro. Right. Loosen it up. Loosen it up when you get in the car.
Like when you eat too much at Thanksgiving.
It's the same thing. Take a break from it. Yeah. Take a break from it. You can't just go everywhere and go, well, it's time to undo my belt and sit down. But places where you can take a break, I know that sounds crazy.
In your vehicle, yeah.
But
move it around.
Give yourself some breaks during the day when you're in the car or in places where you can take a break. If you work at a job where you're sitting at a computer, loosen your belt. Who's gonna say anything? Now somebody is gonna come on here and say, well, yeah, but if you're carrying at work and somebody comes in and you go to get up, your pants are gonna fall down. I'm not telling you to take your pants off basically or unbutton everything and let it all hang out. Just loosen it enough where you can get a little bit of a break.
And I think another thing that us guys that are overweight are sensitive about is our belt size.
Yeah.
And our waist size. You always want to be in the smallest size you could. Like some people may even buy certain brands because their brands fit a little bigger and they can wear that smaller size. Forget all that, okay? Like this ain't about your self-esteem. We're here and I feel like that's not the right thing to say. Work on your self-esteem. If you need to lose weight, all of us need to lose weight, then do that. Work on that. But when it comes to wearing a gun and wearing it comfortably, you're going to have to buy stuff that is big.
Yeah. That
either expands in the seams a little bit or a belt that you're going to have to go up a size. I mean, this is a size 38 belt. Okay, I don't wear a size 38 pants. When I'm not wearing a gun, I can wear about a 34. Yeah. I have to wear a 36 with a gun, and then I wear, a 38 belt. So you have to go up in size. That's just, you're adding 1.18 inches of gun and then plus Kydex. So 1.5 inches almost of material that you're adding to your waistline, and you want it to fit right. So you don't want it too loose to where it's just gonna not hold against your body, but you want it loose enough to where you can carry it comfortably and it's not just shoved up in there. Okay. Yep. So you're gonna have to size up a little bit, and that's okay. I feel like a lot of times big guys you want to squeeze into,
us big guys live in a self-conscious world.
Yeah, that's right.
We do. But yeah, you got to throw all that out the window when you make your mind up. If you make your mind up that you're going to carry a gun and protect yourself and your family and innocence and all your loved ones, you make that conscious decision that you're going to do it. You do whatever it takes to make it happen. Yeah. Whatever it takes.
And you need to be comfortable. And what he was talking about with the brakes, I do the same thing. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily say take all, but like when I get in the car, first thing I do, I need a break from that. I'll just loosen up,
Yeah, just loosen
kind
of
move it around.
Yeah.
Or I'll get my gun exactly where I want it.
Yep.
If you go to the bathroom, that's a good time to do it.
Just loosen it up for a minute, just for a break.
Yeah. And if you're gonna carry it every day, this is gonna be part of your life now.
Yep.
It's okay. It's okay to take a bathroom break,
Yeah.
you know?
You got to make it work.
People start taking blood pressure pills. You know, they start taking Lasix. They got to pee all the time.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, you know? And we want you to continue your life because, you know, carrying a gun is all about living life the way you want to live, making sure that no one infringes upon, you know, your well-being, your family's well-being, so you can continue the life that you want to live. That's the only reason why we carry a gun. And, you know, so we don't want you to make these super drastic changes, but just know that it is a change.
Yep.
You're going to have to buy bigger clothes. You're going to have to be conscious of, you know, not playing with it, and you're going to just have to just work at it to make yourself comfortable. Yeah. Is there a perfect system? No. I mean, we're constantly trying to gear out. Michael's been letting me use the Bravo Concealment single mag pouch, and I loved it so much, I ordered a single for myself so I could give this one back to him, and I ordered a double because I carry 2 backups with my shield. So, but anyways, enough talking. We're going to cut to our little videos of us on body, which is really what you're here to see, and how we conceal it. And I think it shows pretty well that the guns are hidden. Now, I can look at Michael, and I can look back there and be like, yeah, he's got his 19 on today. He can look at me and say, when I move a certain way, oh, he's got his 19 on today. But you got to think about the real world, okay? It is not the end of the world to print a little bit. No. I think you should be able to carry anytime, any place. But if you're at a school or something, you know, and you're carrying, and, you know, you definitely don't want to print in that situation. I'm not condoning that either. But in the real world, when we're at Walmart, okay, let's just say Walmart is our scenario. People's situational awareness at Walmart is for crap, okay? Yeah. And I would use a different word, but I'm trying to keep it G-rated. Yeah. People are in their phones. They're like this the whole time. I'm guilty of that once in a while. But their situational awareness is for crap. And they're not looking for a gun, okay? Right. I'm looking for a gun because that's me. That's you know, I try to be aware. If I see somebody that's acting funny or whatever, I'm going to look at their waistband. But me and you, probably the guys watching this video, we don't throw up any flags when we're up walking around. That's right. We really don't. You know, I look too young to even buy ammo, is what the lady told me today at Walmart. She said, "You look like a baby," and I said, "Well, ma'am, I'm more than old enough. 28 years old." So,
grown.
Yeah, I'm grown. But you know, it's okay to print. That's my point. So if you look at our on body stuff and you say, "Oh, there's the gun," you know, that's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world.
Gun guys are gonna see the gun.
Yeah, because we're looking and we want to know. Every cop I roll up on, I'm like,
yeah, I do too.
You know, I try not to make it a big deal because I don't want to make them nervous. But yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I want to know, like, hey, dog, you running? Is that a Serpa holster? Yeah. You for real? Where's your safari land at? Yeah. Or, you know, hey, where's your night sights? You know. Yeah. That's just what gun guys do. But without further ado, we're gonna cut to the footage.
All right, guys. So this is me with the 19 Bravo concealment holster. I carry about the 3-4 o'clock, somewhere in there. I don't normally wear this long t-shirt. This is just something I'm wearing for the range. But you see, it conceals very well. This is a clear gun, so show y'all with my 26, which is also a clear gun. And I wear a flush mag with the 26. I don't use the +2 mag, but you can see it conceals very well also. All day, every day.
All right, guys, this is me carrying a 19. Now, normally I'll have a jacket over this. I don't always wear the 19 with a t-shirt, and this is kind of a baggy t-shirt, but I've got it in the 5 o'clock position. It's probably printing a little bit, I'm sure. But normally I would wear like a jacket with this. And I'll show it to you right there. Alright, there's that cant that we talk about. Okay, it makes it a little easier because it just kind of conforms up your back. And then I also carry my extra mag right here in this position. Also, I'm carrying, just to show you what all I can carry, I'm carrying a fixed blade in a sheath. Okay, now I said I didn't carry 2 knives, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm also carrying a large blade as well, a flashlight in this pocket, keys here, and of course a wallet in my back pocket. And and my phone in my left pocket, okay? So you see I can carry all this stuff. And these pants aren't everyday pants. Actually, they came from Dillard's. I mean, they're not tactical by any means, but they got an extra pocket here, and then they actually have a pocket here as well. So you can throw another mag if you want to. I don't use it. All right, guys, this is my shield. Carrying it in the same position, okay? That should print less. Certainly more comfortable. I wear a t-shirt with a shield all day, every day. Now, I carry 2 mags. I got one in this pocket. I'm also carrying one here in this pocket. Now on order, last night I ordered a magazine carrier or a double magazine pouch from Bravo Concealment, so that'll go basically right here where my other magazine pouch was going, but this is the shield. Okay. There it is right there.
Alright guys, so that was the footage of that. As Kyle said, and as you could see, you couldn't really see a whole lot as far as the gun until we showed you the gun. So it is possible to carry in a semi-comfortable position and be a big guy.
Let me talk about something real quick. On the cut footage, I think it was you printed a little more than I did. And we're wearing the same material shirt, okay? It's both of our shirts kind of baggy, but this lighter color doesn't conceal as well as a darker color.
That's right.
So, and my girlfriend says the same thing. She's like, I wear darker colors now because I carry a gun.
Yeah.
And my heart kind of skips a little bit when she says stuff like that. Anyways, but yeah, darker colors do help to conceal better. I just wanted to make that point.
And like checkered patterns.
Yes, definitely.
Like button ups, like plaids and checkered patterns.
Breaks up the pattern.
And I guess we were going to talk about holsters next, but I guess that kind of brings us into the point of clothing. I know that really wasn't a question that Texas T asked, but
it's essential.
It's essential. It's important. You don't want to live your life where you have to dress around the gun. You want to just dress the way you want to dress and wear the gun. Now, granted, let me clear that up a little bit. You're not going to be able to wear everything you want to wear.
No.
Like, it's not going to happen.
You're not walking around in a muscle shirt with a gun on.
No, it's not going to happen.
And you shouldn't be anyways if you're a big boy. We don't need to see
that's right. Nobody wants to see them man titties like that. and if you are wearing skinny jeans, which if you are and you're a big boy like me, please stop. Just stop.
Yeah, guys shouldn't be wearing skinny jeans, no way. That's just my opinion. But
don't wear your sister jeans. Wear some man jeans.
And
but
you can't move.
You can't move. And you can't conceal a gun because you're going to see the barrel just poking like crazy. But anyways, clothes. Like we said, plaids, darker colors. It's a lot harder to conceal in a t-shirt in a full-size gun. I'm not going to call this a full-size gun. But to me, this feels like a full-size gun.
Yeah.
It's Glock's compact model, but you're not going to conceal as easy as you can conceal with a 26 or a shield or something like that with a t-shirt on all day, every day, no issues, because like we've said in our past video, the butt of the gun doesn't stick out. But what you got to say about clothes, man?
On clothes, active self-protection.
Yeah.
That guy, he by the way, if y'all aren't subscribed to him on Facebook, he doesn't do a whole lot on YouTube, but if you got Facebook, look up Active Self-Protection.
I'll try to see if I can find a link. If I can, I'll put it in the description
link
box.
it to it, because he does a bunch of videos and just everything on concealed carry. Like his whole thing is on situational awareness, gear. He does, but my favorite thing about him, I'm gonna get off subject, but I'm gonna go back, is he shows real life footage of gunfights, and he kind of breaks it down where they went wrong. And you know what? He wouldn't mind me saying this. He's a big guy too.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah, he
lives in this world.
Yeah, he lives in our spectrum. So, but anyways, he did an article, or he reposted an article, and it was about dead giveaways that you're wearing a gun. Okay, and he was like guilty of like 3 of them. I had 0 out of 5, and like I said, sometimes they think I'm a college student, So I don't really have that problem. But one of them was a vest, the concealed carry vest. And if you want to conceal in that, that's fine. But that one sticks out.
It screams.
Yeah, it screams gun. Tactical pants, 511 pants.
And I got some on. Right now. But these are my range pants. These never go out in public. Yeah. These are just, or like a class or something like that. It's the only time I'll ever wear these pants.
Man purse was one of them.
Yeah,
Which, if you're a dude, like, don't off-body carry. If you're a woman, then that's
That's kind of your prerogative.
Yeah, and because women can't get away with wearing stuff that conceals a gun all the time, so that's a little. I give them a little pass, but dudes don't off-body carry. But anyways, there was a few others that screamed gun. Now, one thing that in the South that you see all the time that guys wear that's super casual and it conceals a gun. Well, it's just a Columbia fishing shirt.
Yeah.
And you ain't got to be a fisherman to wear Columbia. You see me wear Columbia all the time. I'm not a big fisherman. So Columbia fishing shirts and that style of shirt, a bigger button-up shirt. Now you don't have to go all Charlie Sheen on us,
right?
Wear like a Hawaiian shirt, whatever. But you can
if you're into that.
Yeah, I don't look at those guys and think they got a gun on. Yeah,
absolutely not.
So those types of shirts work well. If you're gonna do t-shirts, I say darker colors.
Yep, darker colors
for sure. And hey, man. I wear t-shirts all the time. I love t-shirts. And that's why I carry the shield usually. But you saw, I can also conceal the 19 in the right t-shirt.
Most of the time, if you see me in the summertime, it's going to be the 26. Because I wear shorts and a t-shirt. Right. Most of the time in the summertime, I got on shorts and a t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt, like I said in the B film, is a little long. I don't wear one this long. It's like super long.
Yeah, mine's longer than usual, too.
But one thing, and this is kind of a range tip from me to you. This is not anything I read or anything I learned, and somebody might tell me I'm full of it, and I might be. Go ahead and explain to me how I am. Wearing this long T-shirt like that gives me that it makes me do that high pectoral pull of the T-shirt when I do my draw stroke, because I've got to get this freaking 77-foot T-shirt out of the way to get the gun out.
Right.
And so I mean that's just something I've kind of used here and there, and it helps me to do that, get that muscle memory of grabbing that shirt, getting it way out of the way, and getting the gun up. But
I don't normally wear a shirt this big, and that showed at the range today.
Yeah,
I had some trouble, especially not so much with getting the gun out, but with the mag reloads, because this shirt was so far over this the mag holster that I had to grab twice, 3 times sometimes. And so I don't normally wear shirts this big, but yeah, it definitely, and I guess what he's getting at is anytime you practice, I learned this, when I was a kid growing up playing sports, when you practice, you kind of need to over-exaggerate that a little bit. Yep. You see guys like Travis Haley, and they, bringing their shirt way up here, or, I guess I won't mention him, but anyways, but anyways, you see them over-exaggerating, and we'll go ahead. All right, Corey and Erica.
Corey Jackson.
Yeah,
whatever
you think about him, whatever. But like when he does his stuff, he's over the top with it.
He's over
if
the
you
top
it helps to practice like that, and that's something I don't do enough of. But we plan on taking some classes and getting some instruction, and I really need to work on that. And like he said, I do need to wear an undershirt because it does help. And you're not you're not so self-conscious about pulling up that
Yeah, that's another thing with wearing an undershirt
at the range.
At the range, and
in the heat of the moment,
you're not gonna care. It ain't gonna matter. Your pants could completely blow off, and you wouldn't care. But
that might be an advantage. Guys like, why does this dude show me his boobies? I don't want to see that.
That's right.
Yeah.
But with a stippled gun too, if you run custom guns with a stippled gun, an undershirt's really helps.
Or an Glock RTF 2.
Oh yeah, because that thing's like sandpaper on your skin.
Yeah, that's worse than I've got an RTF 2 in my 23, and
it's tough.
Yeah. You bleed when you shoot that gun.
So we've covered belts, we've covered clothes. Let's talk about holsters. That was another question that he had, was holsters. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you right now, spend the money and get something good and be done with it. Mm-hmm. Don't try to go cheap thinking, well, I can buy this Black Hawk, whatever, this Serpa, or one of those nylon. What is some of that mess that the Uncle Mike's? Don't buy that and think you're going to get away with it, because you're not. And I know that any video talking about holsters tells you that, but it's legit. That's legit good information. Everybody's a little different in what they like to run. We run Kydex. Mm-hmm. Nothing. I'm not knocking the leather backed crossbreeds or like the alien gear or something like that. I'm going to tell you why I like Kydex. It may be different than why Kyle likes Kydex, but I'm going to tell you why I like Kydex. Kydex is rigid, it stays where it's supposed to be, and the holster doesn't fold up ever. And if I wanted to, now You never should be quick back to the holster ever in your entire life.
Take your time going back.
If I wanted to be fast to the holster, I can. That Kydex stays where it's supposed to be. The form doesn't change. It's very smooth. Everything inside is very smooth. I don't know about leather, but I know with alien gear holsters, I've seen where they can be a little tough to get the gun back in, and you end up having to put a lot more emphasis on reholstering than just coming back in, coming down, and just putting the gun into the holster. Mm-hmm. So that's why I like Kydex.
And if we're going to talk about comfortability, like I sit the same way as he does on Kydex. I've got my 2 main carry guns here, and they're obviously Kydex. Okay. Another big thing about Kydex is they're pretty easy to get on and get off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And let's talk about crossbreed for a second, because if you were posted a comment saying, "Hey, crossbreed's the best,"
we did have a guy say something about
and
crossbreed.
That he makes a legitimate point, because crossbreed might be the best for him, and that is perfectly okay. The advantage of crossbreed, and I told him this in the video, is it is going to distribute the weight all the way across that belt, okay, in a very wide manner, okay. So you get more weight distribution, which makes the gun more comfortable. Honestly, if I was going to carry a big 45, like a 1911, something super heavy, maybe even like a SIG 226, if I wanted to carry something like that, I would think about that, just because of the sheer weight that that you're putting on the belt, and sagging there, no matter what kind of belt you're wearing. It makes it more comfortable. But if you've ever taken you're going to have to practice at putting on a crossbreed or an alien gear, or even something like this with a lag tactical, where the loops or the clips are spread out. It takes some practice getting used to. But there's no easy on, easy off with a crossbreed. And I know that people are going to say your holster shouldn't be easy on, easy off. I agree, because you don't want anybody taking it from you. But we're talking about comfortability. We're talking about lifestyle. We're talking about carrying on an everyday basis. And my brother's carried a crossbreed. And then another thing about a crossbreed, until you break it in, it squeaks.
Yeah,
it does.
Kydex is quiet unless you hit it up against something. Yeah. It's quiet, very quiet.
Yeah, that's if you want to carry a crossbreed, and that's what gets you by, and that's the most comfortable thing, then do it. And if you've tried Kydex and it's just uncomfortable, try it. Yeah, whatever makes you carry more often. Now, if that leather, which Kydex crossbreed is good quality.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know as much about alien gear. I know Jaeger semi-endorsed them. He said if you're going to carry something like that, he was fine with that. But just make sure that the leather part isn't folding back on itself. Okay?
That's something else, too, is they tend to wear out faster. I don't know that Kydex wears out.
I don't know. And
I've never seen it wear out,
No.
And those hybrids and the straight leather, we haven't even addressed a straight leather holster, because
which is popular.
I mean, it is kind of popular. I don't personally see it, just because those things wear out and they get real soft, and that leather starts going in places that it shouldn't be going. Like the trigger guard, and the trigger and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I have had a DeSantis comfortable partner or something, cozy partner. There it was, DeSantis cozy partner. And that holster was comfortable. This is before I got into Kydex, but it added thickness. I mean, there's just no way to have good quality leather that's not
thick. Because they have to double it up up here to keep it from pinching.
They double it up. They double stitch it. I mean,
it's thick.
Yeah, it's just thick. It just adds bulk to what you're carrying. If and we don't. Long term, I don't know. Maybe there's somebody out there that has a leather holster that they've been wearing for years, and maybe it's still holding its form. As long as it's got its form, it's okay. But we're just going to tell you, if you're looking to get in the market and to buy, we would go with Kydex.
Yep.
And if you can't do Kydex, then maybe try something that distributes the weight more evenly over your belt.
Do we cover everything?
That's about it, man.
Yeah, I think we got everything. Texas T, man, if we didn't cover everything,
let us know.
Call us out, dude. We'll do another one. It's no problem. We enjoy it. This is what we do. We love it. So, as always, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Man, take a second and like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, don't, thumbs down it, whatever.
Yeah.
If you didn't like it, comment. Let us know. Let us know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong.
Or what if you got any questions, or if
anything,
whatever.
We're open for discussion, like we say in every video, and we like to get ideas of stuff to do. So anything y'all want us to do, if we can do it within the realm of reason, we'll be glad to try to do it.
Yeah.
Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, be sure and do that. It don't take but a second. It really helps us out a lot. We're trying to make this thing grow as big as we can. We're very small right now, but we're hoping to change that here in the very near future. Share the videos. All this stuff helps us out a lot. So we appreciate everything that y'all do, as far as the viewers that watch and the comments and everything. And we'll see you on the next one. Appreciate it, guys.